I get his name right out of my mouth, and what do you know? He calls. I said something that we wanted Joe Moos to call, and darn if he didn't call right away. So Shania Twain, if you're out there, we're talking about you next. Coach Joe Moos, the head coach for the Richland Raiders, joins us on the Friday Night Thunder Scoreboard Show. How you doing, Coach Moos?
Doing well, just on the bus driving home. You know, everybody's just kind of cramped it some, which is pretty funny, but other than that, everything's well.
The old pickle juice. Are you a pickle juice fan there of getting
yes,
kids
sir,
pickle juice?
But Coach Murphy's more of a mustard man, so I guess we got mustard and pickle juice, and maybe if you mix it together, maybe it'll work even better.
Excuse me while I throw up in my mouth a little bit, but something that's a lot better to think about is the big win to open your season over Sale Creek tonight down in Chattanooga, and you got to play at a pretty nice place too, didn't you?
Yes, sir. It was a good experience for the kids, man. I'm just proud of the kids, and we make sure we pray and thank the Lord to be humble and to be thankful for everything. But I think for the first time, Richland's 1-0 probably since 2006. So we're making some type of history in a long time, but we just got a lot of things we got to fix and just get better.
Talk about who was stars for you tonight. We didn't get a chance to listen much to your broadcast, so talk about who was standouts for you tonight.
I'll say Caleb Briggs did a really good job. I think he had almost maybe 200 yards of rushing. Our fullback, Quentin Jordan, did really well tonight. Gus McGowan, our free safety / wing, did very, very well. And the O-line from Dan Hinkle and Josh Hovick and Garrett Keyhays and Caleb Garrett. I mean, just it was a full team effort. I'm proud of all the kids. I got that slogan from Coach Thomas at Lincoln County. You know, It's team and then me.
Yeah, that's a good way to be, and if you can quote Don Thomas, then that's always a great thing, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Hey. Yes, sir. He was actually gracious enough that we, on our way to Chattanooga, we stopped at his place and did a walkthrough in the pit, and that was very nice of him, and very proud of him and his program.
Yeah, we're talking to Joe Moos, the head coach for the Richland Raiders, Dennis Weaver, Josh Peterson on the Friday Night Thunder Scoreboard Show.
Coach, you start off 1-0, and I know that's a great way to start the season. You got Mount Juliet Christian next week. What do you got to do to be 2-0?
We got to do a lot of stuff. We got to fix that. I think they did really well against Cornersville, so probably about 3 hours, 4 hours from now, get some coffee and start watching film and just seeing what we can do. I think they've got some good kids. They're in the private school sector now, and I know that they're able to recruit a little bit more, so they've got some players. But just got to play fundamental football and do the things we're supposed to do, and defensively be like a puzzle and just make sure everybody fits in their piece, and I think we'll be fine.
Richland has got to be down there in Linville. You've got to be there's got to be a little excitement. Getting off to the good start. Did the crowd, did they follow you as well as you would have liked them to down to Chattanooga?
Well, I would say yes, sir.
Okay.
They started clapping, which is good, because last year I don't think I heard any clapping whatsoever. But I'll tell you this, especially when I get on the Giles County thing on Friday, I'm really gonna call everybody out. If you're gonna be a Richland fan, you wear your Richland shirt and you come to the game on Friday. You know.
There you go.
I mean, before we were 0-1, 0-2, 0-3, and I understand people didn't show up, but these Richland fans that are kind of Giles County fans, we're going to make sure that they pick one or the other. Get out of the closet and put your Richland shirt back on.
Come on, brother. Preach it. I'm liking this a whole lot. We're fixing to have church up in here.
Well, we got to do something. I mean, I understand Giles County is a great program. There's no doubt about it. We got 2 schools, but the thing is if you're from Linville, I mean all these people. I mean, I think I've met more people from Linville that live in all over the country, but they don't come to no football games. So I understand in the past if we were losing, we didn't show up, but if you're a Richland Raider fan, you need to show up or just throw your shirt away and go do something else.
All right, Giles County, here we go. Coach Joe Moos has put the challenge out right there, and I'm going to say it right now. Richland is 1-0, and Richland is 1-0, and Giles County is 0-1. So if you're going to follow the winning program in your county, it's got to be Richland. How about that, Coach?
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that they lost. I mean, I think Walt Smith does a great job. It's just all these people in Richland. Giles County fans. I understand that's Giles County, and we root for Giles County because it's in our county. But all these Richland people talking about, they're from Richland and they go to Richland, their kids go to Richland, and they're rooting for Giles County. I'm okay with that, but don't show up Friday. I want the people that say that they're for Richland and they're proud of Richland and that they need to show up, or like I said, throw your shirt away and go do something else.
There you go, brother. I love it. I love it. You're my vote for Coach of the Year right now. Right now.
No, sir. We got a long way to go. Thank you, sir.
Joe Moos, the head coach for the Richland Raiders. Did you guys do some singing when you got on the bus?
No, sir. Just because the thing is, I know that this is coach talk, but we just have to get them to understand,
Yep.
The win, but we want to expect these things. This isn't something like a magic lucky charm deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, good luck in your preparations for next week, and we hope to talk to you a whole lot this year, okay?
Yes, sir. I greatly appreciate it, and thank you all for all you do, sir.
All righty. That is Joe Moos, the head coach for the Richland Raiders.